Hi YouTubies, how's it going? Alright, this morning I'm having a fresh bar and the flavor is dark chocolate chip peanut butter. Got this at Aldi's. Thumbnail. How you guys doing? Good, I hope. It's nice out today, but I wasn't sure how nice it was going to be earlier because Anthony and I were on the way to dialysis for him to have dialysis, and on the way we seen dark clouds everywhere, and a huge portion of the clouds were going one direction and a huge portion of the clouds were going another direction. So in other words, tornado trying to form, but hopefully it's not done anything. And here it looks cool. I mean, not cool. Here it looks decent, cloudy but decent, but this morning it looked a lot worse. So okay, where we live, our house is kind of sort of almost kind of like tucked back into the woods, so I think we're pretty much safe there. Not saying a tornado couldn't happen there, because I really don't know for sure, but I think mostly we're safe. But here at dialysis, where it's flatter, if a tornado actually went through, I don't know how we'd fare. Here's what it looks like on the inside. It's it doesn't have, I'm used to most protein bars having oats and stuff like that, you know, where you actually see the texture. This is a little bit different, so. Very peanut buttery. That is good. Being it's very peanut buttery like this, it makes me think of when I was in 3rd grade. I had a teacher that when us kids did something good or well behaved or whatever, I don't remember exactly sure what she did it for, but I think it was pretty much like when we did our studies like we were supposed to and stuff like that. She would give us gold stars, and I guess so if we accumulated a certain amount of gold stars, we got either little protein bars or soy nuts that she'd gotten from the health food store. She was very much a, I don't know if health food nut is really the word, but that's the only thing that comes to mind. So, but they are so good. I think what it was is we had a choice between the two things. We could decide what we wanted, I think. I don't remember for sure. I would need a time machine to be able to go back and know for sure. I really don't know. It's been too far back. I'm getting old. Had my birthday a couple days ago. I hate birthdays. They're just a reminder of how old you're getting. But yeah, I had my birthday the other day. I remember my birthday last month, and I decided I wanted steak with shrimp kebabs so we could eat at home, because that way Anthony, after the food was cooked, he could go sit in his easy chair in the bedroom and eat, and Dad and I could sit at the kitchen table versus going out to eat, because how those two don't get along like at all. And I did not want to go out in public and be triangulated between them as they argued. So that's why I had decided I wanted to have something at home. Well, I had totally forgotten about my birthday, and then the day before my birthday, Dad mentioned if, tomorrow being my birthday, we wanted to go out to eat, like either Mexican or the barbecue place or something like that. I'm like, sure, that'd be fine. Is there a special event happening? Is somebody coming in to visit or something? What's going on? Then he reminded me that it was my birthday. It was going to be the next day. Like, oops. So, without thinking about it, I agreed to the going out because he was really wanting to go out. Well, then Anthony and I, on the way to dialysis that day, he got to talking. I was like, wait a minute. I just remembered I was wanting to actually have steak and shrimp kebabs. So after dialysis, we went to the store and got all the stuff for that. Got home with it all, and Dad wasn't real happy because he was like, I thought we were going out. I think what it is he was wanting to really go out to eat someplace because he doesn't get to go out to eat very much, which I understand. So I made a compromise. That day, my birthday, we had Anthony grilled the steak, and we also grilled shrimp kebabs. And then in a couple days, me and Dad will go out just ourselves and have a father-daughter day for my birthday. So that way, make everybody happy. What I don't do for these two to try to keep the peace. I really did not want to go out to eat with them both because I knew that they would be getting into a huge argument because Bad Anthony, I kind of understand why he did it because he was very, very frustrated. Dad can really push your buttons. I'm like, really, big time. But what he did wasn't the right thing to do in the situation. Dad is all the time getting away, selling, or throwing away other people's stuff that's not his, and he doesn't have permission to do so. He had done that with some of Anthony's stuff recently. And Dad knows better, but he did it anyway. So Anthony had finally had enough of Dad doing this kind of crap. So Anthony got revenge on him by taking all of Dad's shirts from his closet and throwing them overboard on the back deck. Him and I got a huge argument about that. I understand his frustration, but I let him know that's not the way to solve things. Getting retaliation is not the way to do it. Was it the saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right? So, well, moving forward, he threw them overboard in the mud. So I had to retrieve them all and put them in Dad's room so he could wash them or whatever he needed to do. Which, that wasn't good because it put me in the middle of everything. Well, moving forward, last week I think it was, I guess there were like 6 or so of Dad's pills on the living room floor. So he was wondering how that happened. I think at first he thought that I had done it, that I got into his medications and accidentally dropped a couple, 6 or 7 on the floor. It's like, no, I didn't do it. It had nothing to do with it. I had no idea that there were even pills on the floor. So he knew the animals couldn't have done it. So then next thing is he thought that Anthony had done it. I really don't think so. But I did ask Anthony about it. If Anthony had actually done it, he would have been happy about it, and he wouldn't have. He told me he didn't do it, so I believed him. Because if he had done it, I hate to say it, but he would have been proud of it, and he would have admitted it. But that wasn't the case. I really don't think it was Dad or Anthony. I think what it was is Dad is starting to show some signs of dementia. So he's getting very, very forgetful lately, more so than in the past. I think he, when taking his pill bottle to the bedroom or whatever where he stores them, I think he accidentally dropped a couple of pills out or something. I really don't know, because I really don't know. We don't have proof, so who knows? So I think he done it or did it, but doesn't remember it and doesn't want to admit that he maybe had done it and forgotten. So, which is understandable with people starting, go through that process of forgetting things. So he kept going on and on for like days at the dinner table, bringing the subject up and accusing Anthony. So I was all like, he mentioned he was thinking about putting a lock on his bedroom door, just in case Anthony did do it and keep him out. I tell him, okay, if that's what you want to do, if that makes you feel better, then do it. I understand. Well, he still kept going on about it and trying to accuse Anthony when he had no proof. So I finally had enough. It's like, okay, enough. If you want me to, I'll buy some surveillance cameras, and we set them up here and there in the house, inside and outside. That way, if anything happens again, we'll have proof. Well, that shut him down. That got him quiet. He dropped the subject then. It's like, ugh. Because more than likely, if I set up cameras, or if I already had cameras set up, it probably would have been him on the camera. So that was why, one of the main reasons I didn't want to go out in public and have dinner with him, with Dad accusing Anthony of all that, among other things that they would be fighting about. Like, trying to live with them both is like, well, let's put it this way, trying to have patience while living with them both is like nailing jello to a wall. It ain't happening. It is so good. I can actually see, well, so much for that. I can actually see little tiny, you see right there, little flecks of actual peanuts that hadn't got fully chopped up. I know these wouldn't be good for somebody that's got, nut allergies or anything like that, but for anybody that doesn't have nut allergies, these are actually really good. My chocolate chips are getting a little melty. So yeah, we had the steak and kebabs at home, and Anthony cooked that on the grill. It was really good. And then after a day or so or 3, something like that, since Dad was whining because he wanted to go out to eat, I figured him and I would just go out by ourselves and have a father-daughter day. So that'll make him happy. I figured it would be a lot more peaceful that way. When we had the steak and shrimp, just like always, Anthony gets his plate, or actually usually when I'm fixing dinner. This time he cooked. But usually when I'm cooking dinner, I fill his plate, and then I take it to him in the bedroom where he sits in his easy chair playing on his computer. Partly he sits in his easy chair because it's easier on his back and kidneys and everything. So that's what we did on my birthday also. He loaded his plate up with the steak and the shrimp kebabs and took his plate to the bedroom and sat in his easy chair. So me and Dad ate at the kitchen table. That was a lot more peaceful. That way I was able to keep my sanity, especially on my birthday. But yeah, in general, I do not like birthdays because it's just a reminder that I'm getting older. A little warmer in here. Everything's getting melty now. It's definitely still cloudy, but it was raining last night, and at one point I got up in the middle of the night to let the dog out. Jax didn't want to go out the door. Well, actually, he went out the door, but he didn't want to go off the porch to go potty. Interrupted my sleep because I thought he had to go potty. Which I think he did need to go potty, just he didn't want to go potty. Didn't want to get wet. That's been happening a lot lately. Go lay me out in the middle of the night and it's raining. He won't go. Turd. I've been having so much rain around here lately. All the waterways, all the lakes and creeks and everything are on the verge of overflowing. I'm worried about if we're going to have a flood season or something. I hope not, but it's looking like it could be. Got a little something to wash that down now. Wearing my green pants today that I got from Temu a while back with my moccasins, and I don't know if you can see it or not. Freebird. Got this from Temu also. Aww. Some little red finches over there. Oh, it was so cute last night as I was fixing dinner. I looked out the back window where we have a bird feeder at, and there's a red finch that was a mama, and her baby was with her, and the little baby was just fluttering his wings like, "Mommy, mommy, feed me, mommy." It was so cute. Oh, I love little baby birds like that. They're just so adorable. I wish I could have got a picture of them, but with the railing on the back porch, I couldn't see real well to get a good picture of them. But it's so adorable. Oh, excuse me. Anywho, I'm going to scoot. If you guys are new to our channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. I'm going to explode over here. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.